Closing high-ticket clients are much easier than you think. This is another video where I go ahead and show you guys A to Z how I went ahead and closed a prospect for one of my business programs when it comes to dropshipping. They wanted to learn from me, and I went ahead and sold them not only one of my business programs, as well as sold them one of my one-on-one packages. So here's the whole sales call breakdown, giving everything away. I just want to go ahead and sort of start helping you guys learn how to do sales, because sales was definitely something I initially struggled with drastically, and no one was just giving away valuable information. I had to sort of pay for Dan Locke's course. I had to go through Jordan Belfort's program, and I just had to spend a lot of money to learn about sales. And I just want to go ahead and help as many people as possible completely for free. So I think giving you guys these live calls are the best way to do so. So here's a live recording with one of my new students on how I go ahead and close them for $6,500. So this was someone who talked to one of my partners, Kevin. He was more interested on one-on-one, so I actually jumped on a call with him after. So this was his second contact with us. He first talked with Kevin, then he went ahead and talked with me.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. How are you?
Hi. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. So I've got Andy here with me right now. Yeah. So just update me on your situation that you're currently having. What are you looking for? Because
So I'm more like towards to one-on-one, hands down experience, because I purchased some other course before. I just feel like it's super crowded and I won't get as much of valuable information. So I saw Andy's YouTube videos, and then saying that underneath the link saying you offer a one-on-one.
So I then start by asking, okay, so what's the current issue? How come you didn't want to go ahead and join the program? So I wanted to get him to share what his issues were and what his pain points were, so I would then understand where it was coming from, and I could go ahead and attack those specific issues rather than just throw a bunch of things on the dartboard and just hope that one of these things is what's stopping him from joining. Then I go ahead and start collecting info. I want to ask how many sales he's got, how much he spent on ads, and just collect some information.
So I started drop shipping like 6 months so far. Before the coronavirus, I was just like, it's kind of like I'm trying to get into it. I didn't like put too much time on it. So I purchased like several other gurus courses, and then it's just like, they have good valuable informations, but I just feel like the progress is not really not at the pace that I want. So I just feel like I should find someone more like focused, like, yeah,
Got it.
pretty
so you're
much.
looking for more like direct attention to your situation, etc.
Yeah, because I'm really serious about this business. It's kind of like I'm serious about every type of business I'm going to get into. So I don't want to be like, mediocre or anything. I want to put like full effort and then, dedication into it,
Got it. And tell me about sort of what you're looking for from one-on-one that you're currently unable to get.
Majority is like the ads, the Facebook ads, or even either YouTube or Google ads, like the marketing perspective. I feel like the store buildings, like all those technical stuff, like I can eventually figure out. Is nothing. It takes times, but I prefer more like the marketing angles, like ads angles, like how I should, think the marketing like strategically, like have a plan, layout, so I don't have to make so many roadblocks on the way.
Tell me sort of about how much you sort of currently invested into your dropshipping business as of right now. How much have you spent on ads, and how many sales have you been able to get?
So the stores I just currently launched is like one product store. I spent so it's about 7 days. I spent $800 on ads. I spent roughly $800. So I got 7 sales so far. Obviously it's losing money. But at the beginning testing phase, I guess.
Got it. So you spent $800 in 7 days? Is that what you said?
Yes.
And then, how many sales have you been able to get?
7. And the
And how
product
much
price
revenue
is
is that?
I mean, there's a loss. There's a loss. There's the revenue is like $500.
Okay.
Or 600. Yeah. So I sell it as $70 per unit.
Got it. And are you currently doing this full time, or do you currently have a job?
I'm like an investor entrepreneur. So my main income is from real estate. So I have like rental properties, but like nowadays, like I'm from US, so I live in LA. So because of the coronavirus, it's become like super tough. Like no one is traveling. I used to do I'm mainly doing short-term rentals like Airbnb. Like I have like several properties on Airbnb. Like, I mean, when everything is normal, like it's good. Like nowadays, like I have a lot of slowdown because of the current event. Yeah.
Got it. That's sort of why you want to really get serious about drop shipping, correct? And sort of e-commerce.
Yeah, because like I'm.
Pardon? Sorry, it was the aeroplane.
Yeah, the airplane. Yeah. So like for me, like I really enjoy like become like as I told Kevin yesterday, like I want to like be able to travel, have the freedom to to manage my own working pace and my own schedule. So I only looking into the business style that can provide me that opportunity, like for real estate, like Airbnb, I can just like have one system set up, and I have like all the like flows, like what to do, and once I set up, it's pretty much automated. So then I look into the on e-commerce, like drop shipping. So I feel like this, if I put like a lot of effort, like big chunk of effort at the beginning, and then if I learn as quick as possible and do it the right way, I think I can really scale the business and then become automated, like a passive income for me.
Then he goes ahead and asks specific questions about how closely I'll go ahead and work with him. Like rather than me just sort of tell him all the things I can offer, I'm going to let him ask what he wants. He wants me to look over the store. Yes, that's included. I'm not going to go ahead and throw a bunch of things. Yes, we'll go ahead and help you from A to Z. We'll have our team members work with you one-on-one. We'll provide you with templates for customer service. We'll go ahead and show you how to do fake. Like I'm not going to throw everything out. That's what a lot of salespeople do, and that's completely wrong. You want to let him ask what he's looking for and confirm if that is or is not in the program, because that's what they're looking for, and there's no point throwing a bunch of things against the wall and hoping that a few of those things pull the trigger of what they're looking for.
What's the result? Like, what are they pulling? What type of numbers they pulling? I mean, it obviously depends, right? Like, it depends.
Did Kevin show you Marco, the student who worked one-on-one with me and recently hit 400K, and he just shared it in the group chat, I think 2 days ago? Did he show you that?
No.
No, yeah, I don't think I've shown him that.
Got it. So one of our students, he pulled 400 grand from the beginning of this year. So let's see, how many months has that been? It's been roughly nearly
6 months.
5 months. 5 divide that by 400, so he's roughly pulling in 80 grand a month.
That's like revenue, right?
Correct.
I mean, right now is a very interesting time.
Yeah, right now e-commerce is actually much better. All my students are getting more sales online. CPMs are much cheaper because everyone's just stuck at home online.
Okay, yeah. And how about the shipping? Like, do you guys like find like pretty trouble?
So China's actually back to normal. I think they've been back to normal for the past sort of month and a half, and shipping times are still 2 to 6 weeks as usual. And then he goes ahead and asks, can we do installments?
Will you be able to do like installments?
What do you mean by that?
Is there something like, I pay like by 2 or 3 times? Like, is the total amount divided by 3, and I pay like throughout.
So I then sort of question it, ask him, what do you mean? Because I want them to sort of lay the groundworks of what they're willing to pay and how it would be split up. But I hold my ground firm and I say no, like if you want everything up front, then you have to pay everything up front. If you do a payment plan, then I'm gonna have to just slow drip the program.
Let's say it's 6,000, or for example, like divided by 3, like 2,000 per month, right? And so it's like expand of 4 months would be something, because right now, like I have a lot of overhead as from the real estate part too. So
got it. And did you want the program to always also be released in installments? Because how would it work? Because I usually don't do this. Usually people pay for the whole program, and then if for the one-on-one, they usually pay upfront for the $5,000. But the one-on-one time, that can sort of be split into installments. I usually don't do that, but I understand your sort of cash flow issues, and that's definitely something I can do as well. And then he goes ahead and tries to negotiate for the one-on-one time separate from the business program. And I go ahead and tell him, no, you have to get it together, because without the business program, you're not going to understand and maximize on the one-on-one time that we have.
Dude, can I just get the one-on-one instead of the business, or it has to be bundled?
Got it. So you want the one-on-one time, but it wouldn't be effective because there's nothing for you to follow. Usually the program is sort of the bread and butter, and the one-on-one calls really comes and seals the deal. So if you were to just get the one-on-one without the program, it wouldn't be effective. So I do an invoice for 6.5K. It doesn't go through for whatever reason. So go ahead and offer to split it up into multiple payments where you could just pay $2,000 at a time on the spot. So we didn't get a sort of attempt on my end. Usually when it errors, I get like a sort of transaction ID showing why it failed, but I don't see that on my end for some reason. But if you want, we could do what we did with PayPal, where we could create 2 separate pay funnels of 2 different amounts, and maybe try smaller amounts.
Yeah, we can do that if you.
Yeah. So how much do you want me? How much should we do, the 2 or 3? And then bam, the moment I say that, he asks, can we do the payment plans? So he's bringing it back to that initial issue, and he's trying to negotiate for payment plans. And here I go ahead and just put my foot down and say, no, like payment plans wouldn't work if you want to get everything up front.
Yeah, actually, yeah, can we do like the install payment, like I had mentioned? Is that okay with you? Like I'll just pay 6,500.
So I think the reason why is the same reason I mentioned earlier when it comes to installments, because you're sort of getting everything up front.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would just pay like 3,000 and 3,500, like maybe in a couple weeks.
So you want to get the business program now, and in a few weeks, then jump on the one-on-one calls? Is that what you're saying? No.
I just start with the program, the entire program, right?
Got it. So if you want to start with the whole entire one-on-one, it would be the entire payment upfront.
Yeah, just like separate PayPal is fine.
As you guys can see, I revealed everything. I just gave the whole call away. I definitely had to cut out a few parts for privacy reasons, but that's how you go ahead and close high-ticket clients. It's not as hard as you think. It just takes a lot of practice, confidence, and just following the right script. So if you guys ever want to go ahead and grow your business, you want to sort of get clients and you want to get better at sales, click the link below, book in a strategy session with me or one of my team members, and we could go ahead and see if you're right fit. We could go ahead and help you grow out your consulting business. So let us know. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Question of the day: what do you think was the most powerful thing that I used to get this client over the line and commit to the program? Let me know. Other than that, before we end this video, let's announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting calls with me. The winners here. If you guys want to go ahead and qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with much more value. Peace.